Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Chief Prepper here. I'm in the middle of peeling potatoes. I'm prepping stuff for the Turkey Day meal. We've had a 3-pound turkey breast, or I put it in at 9, so I had to be ready around 5. Billy over Frontier Preppers, Billy and D's, putting out videos, and he's saying some things that people need to really consider. Most people are like, how dare you talk about President Trump like that? And it's like, whatever. Don't worship no man, ladies and gentlemen. They will always disappoint you because that's what they do. But I've also seen some people posting shit on about fake preppers. And to be honest, the only true preppers that are out there are people who've lived through a regional national emergency event and have taken steps after they've gone through it, or took steps prior to and have adjusted everything. Those are the real preppers. Everybody else who's trying to sell you some shit is, well, call them what you want. So I will be doing something that I haven't done in a very long time. When me and my wife and my dad sit down, something that's been on my mind for a while. I will be saying a prayer of thanks. You know, me and my wife had an 18-hour period where we didn't have water in the house because I was working on a leak that needed certain things. And even that 18 hours, while was completely covered and everything was okay, we had potable water. Filled up. I had already filled up water cans before. Sorry, you can't always see me. I'm moving around, but there are people right now in America that living in a tent. They don't know if they're going to eat tomorrow. They don't have water. You got federal agencies, purportedly. I don't know for a fact that this is happening, but I've seen multiple information about it where they're taking fucking people's kids. Because, well, you're not providing them a good home. And for me, I'd be like, well, what kind of home am I supposed to fucking provide them? It got washed away. So I'm not sure that they would be taking my kids if I had them. But that's my personal thing. But right now in America, there are a lot of people who are struggling, who are going bankrupt or becoming homeless. And if you're not in that boat, if you have a home, if you have water, you have food, it is a shit pot load better than some people. You know, so I put out videos earlier about saying, please be gracious and please find something to be thankful for. I'm thankful that even though my dad irritates the fire out of me, he's still here, because there's going to come a point in time where that's not going to be the case. So we only have one father when we're growing up. When I say father, I mean man. I'm talking about God. But if you have food, if you have running water, if you have roof over your head, and then the assumption is you have electricity, please be thankful. All right? I stopped donating a few years back, pretty much after the fucking COVID thing, because I just got tired of it. But I might donate some stuff this year. I don't know yet. Because there are truly things that are out of people's control. You can make all the right decisions and still be fucked. Just like a couple weekends ago, I made a bunch of wrong decisions, and by the grace of God, I am still here. So it's not something I'm going to talk about because it's not something you should do, and let alone talk about. So we're at 5 minutes and 22 seconds. The last thing I'm going to say is this last year has been tumultuous. If you're a Trump person, then you know we were all wrapped up in the election. I'm sure if you were the other side of the aisle, which I just don't understand because, well, I just don't understand. So it doesn't really matter why. You were wrapped up in the election, which means this past year has been stressful for you. I think, even though my side, we got who we wanted, I think 2025 is going to be sucky. Maybe worse than this past year. And this past year was tough. I mean, so Thanksgiving is today. I hope you have a good meal. I hope you're surrounded by family. I hope the family you have with you are people you like, because there's a lot of families where there's people who don't like each other. I hope you have food. I hope you have water. Hope you watch some football, maybe, if that's your thing. We're currently watching Yellowstone. I don't have a TV on in here because I'm doing this, but you know, I'm thankful for my dogs. I miss a cat that left when I got the dog that just ran in. It wasn't my intent to run him off, but he hasn't come back since she took up residence here. I'm thankful for my back porch, thankful for my home, thankful for my front porch. I'm thankful for a lot of things that I wasn't thankful for before. I'm thankful for my wife and my dogs. And as much as a pain in the ass the vehicles I have been in the last week, I'm thankful for that shit too. Because in the end, as long as the bills are paid, you got food on the table, a roof over your head, you got a good life. So please make sure you remember what's important. As soon as we're done with today, we're in the Christmas season. Well, I do like to give gifts, and I don't know of too many people who don't like to receive them. Christmas is not about the presents. It's about celebrating Jesus Christ and his birth. The gifts are an homage to the three kings. So remember what's important. And then the last piece of personal advice is really start working on paying off your debt and then try not to go back into debt. So debt is how they make us slaves. Happy Thanksgiving, and then we're moving into Christmas. Be Merry Christmas to everybody. Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share the love. Chief Prepper.